This is Jake with today's Tech Tip. Today we'll be going over the Maxdrive. This is an add-on that you can find more information on at matcodiagnostics.com under the Maxdrive icon. You can add multiple Maxdrives to the Max Flex, Max 3, and Max 4 scan tools. To start, we'll go to the Toolbox, and there you will find the Maxdrive icon out on the main page in the 4 and inside accessories on the 3 and the Flex. To start, we're going to hit search Bluetooth. This may take a couple of minutes. You can use a car, cable, or the charging station to power up the Maxdrive because it's going to communicate wirelessly. Once it finds the Maxdrive, you'll get this page with the firmware update and the sync button. It is necessary to do a firmware update first before you ever record data on the Maxdrive. Every firmware update will erase the Maxdrive. We will plug it into a car, and after 2 minutes it will start continuously recording up to 30 hours of OBD2 data. Now that we have recorded data from a car, we can now power back up the Maxdrive and sync the information to that scan tool. This will take a few minutes, and once it's done, it'll show up in the background under the VIN number of the car and the date and time of the recording, and will ask you, do you wish to clear the Maxdrive out? We will hit clear, and now we're ready to look at the data. I'm now done with the Maxdrive, and it can be disconnected and even plugged into another car to start recording new data. Here I can look at the data PIDs and go frame by frame. I can select some and put them all onto a values screen and play the values back. I can graph up to 4 individually at a time, or I can combine 4 in a graph and watch them simultaneously on the same screen. As I'm playing it back on any of these screens, I can push the arrow buttons to speed up or slow down the playback of the data. Now let's say I find something in this recording and I want to look at different PIDs. I simply hit the back button and select different PIDs to view. And as I make that selection, I can go back to my graph and then go back to the same time frame where the comparison needs to be made. Because of the timing at the bottom, I can find that exact same spot in the recording and see what other PIDs, what other sensors were reading at the time of that event. I can even compare these values to other values stored in the scan tool. To make that comparison, I would start by clicking Value in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and then I would go over to the left hand bottom and hit Compare Sample. This will pull up a file of all OBD2 data that I have saved for that same car, and it'll then load it into the standard range next to the values of what I recorded. You can also access the Maxdrive from the main scanner screen to take you into your recorded data. That's today's Tech Tip. Thanks for watching.